This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kylie.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
So you know what they say about April, right? April showers.
Bring Mayflowers.
Bring Mayflowers.
Yes.
I'm not sure if our April showers are going to bring Mayflowers.
Why?
Because our April showers are full of a fuckload of booze.
Oh, yeah. We got lots of party. We already started the party. We had the party
today.
today.
Our April showers are just bringing more showering of booze.
My April shower's going to bring me 20 pounds. That's what's going to bring me. I guess I'm working out double because
of all of our weekend events.
April. Look at my microphone's retracting on its own, motherfucker.
It's just saying. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to say it.
Say what?
I'm going to start this podcast off nice.
Well, say what you're going to say.
Nope,
People
it's
like
fine.
to hear that. People like to hear the mean stuff. Say mean stuff.
Say mean stuff.
And then I'll get all mad and pout my lip.
Right. And then you'll pretend to not be mad at me and then won't talk to me for the rest of the night.
And you'll call me Sandoval. I think you did that last night.
I didn't call you Sandoval.
No, I pouted last night.
You did pout a little bit.
I'm a good pouter.
Sandoval-y.
If there's one thing I'm good at pouting.
So here's the thing. You pout and you lay down and you on your chair. You lay back. You put your hat over your head. Were you sleeping or were you just listening to me?
I put my hat over my head so I don't have to see you.
So were you actually sleeping or just listening to me?
I was sleeping.
Walking around, talking
sleeping.
to the dog, you liar. Trying to get the Amazon Fire Stick
I just
to
don't
work.
want you to be around. That's why, because I put my
But
hat
that's
over
not
my
true, because if I
eyes.
left the room, you would have been like, where are you?
Right. Well, if we argue about something, there's one problem that you have. You don't fucking talk.
You consider it not talking. I have to, process.
I don't consider it not talking. I know it's not talking because you don't talk back.
I need a bit to process stuff.
Called a one-way omelet.
You do not need to process. You just say whatever comes to your mind.
I flood it and say it.
Right. I have to think about it and process it and give you a response.
But as a man with a vagina, I feel that you don't listen to me. That's what I was saying.
I know.
And I go, I sound like a woman.
Well.
But I don't know. I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be heard.
I hear you.
And you need to be standing up. A urinal, I don't know, or something. You're the man.
I need to be standing up.
Peeing standing up.
Right, I do. I would like that.
You would love it. Anyway, I think what you're getting at with all this drinking and stuff and things, we have a lot of parties going on this month of April.
The best part about when we came home from Hawaii last week, you were like, okay, we're done. Like, we have nothing going on in April, right?
Yeah, we're going to relax. Nothing's going on. And we get invited to all these parties.
Right. We literally have a party.
Who invites us?
Right. Every single weekend for the next, today included. So 1, 2, 3, 5 weekends in a row, we have something.
What's next weekend?
Roma's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep, we got invited.
Well, those little kid birthdays are not as
yes.
intense.
But you did have a Bloody Mary today, and I'm sure you'll have a Rusty Harpoon next week.
That was a good Bloody Mary. I like that. I made my Rusty Harpoon. I used the bottle of Captain, and it's still wrapped in that baby diaper.
I know. Why don't you take it out of the diaper?
I don't know. It's sentimental to me.
Okay, so what are you going to do when you're done with the bottle?
I'm going to throw it away with the baby diaper.
Oh, okay. Just
those of you that probably don't know what I'm talking about, our
think
niece,
nobody knows.
Kelly came over for Christmas or
Your
something.
birthday.
Or my birthday, and brought me a bottle of Captain Morgan, and it was wrapped in her baby diaper. Just because they didn't have wrapping paper.
Which seems kind of appropriate.
Which was kind of funny. I go, oh, okay, thank you. And I've left the bottle. The bottle's almost gone now, by the way. And it's
you
still
can't even
in the
tell how much is in there.
It's still in the baby diaper. But
well,
that was an interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Kelly a birthday present. And I'm going to wrap it right back in the baby diaper and send it over to him.
All right, then.
There you go. But, yeah, lots of parties going on.
Yeah.
The one we're kind of excited about, besides your birthday, we're not going there. We're not going to get there yet, is Aisla and Kylie's sister's having
their school's having a fundraiser gala.
Yeah, where you have a table of
you buy
people.
a table.
Yeah, and it's a
food,
Kentucky
drinks,
Derby
Kentucky
theme.
Derby theme.
Even though it's way fucking before the Kentucky Derby.
It's 2 weeks before the Derby.
I know, but whatever.
That's not bad. I mean, 2 weeks is fine.
They thought of it.
Why?
But anyway, that's what. And last week I got comments and I got tons of views on the YouTube video with the cob hat thing.
Yeah,
it's not a cob hat.
It's not
a straw hat.
Is that what you're thinking of, straw?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of a straw hat, but it's a cob hat. Or not a cob. It's the other way around. I'm delirious, man.
Have another cocktail.
What time is it?
It's about 3:30.
I did have a skinny margarita before this.
Yeah, you did.
Because I'm skinny.
Yes, honey.
Now I'm having. Yeah, I said I have to go. We have to go get something to eat and something to drink before we start the podcast.
I know. We went to a little birthday party brunch and thing today, and you had a Bloody Mary, had a mimosa.
Right.
And we're driving home, and you're like, "Do you want to stop somewhere?" I'm like, when you ask me that means you want to go somewhere.
I want to stop somewhere.
You're just trying to like make me the person that says it. I don't know what your thought process.
I don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do.
See, here's the thing. This is like where you say,
otherwise I'm going to come home and pout.
I
And
never say yes, but you never say what you want.
Because I don't want you to think I'm too pushy.
Yeah, you are, though.
From now on, mark this day, episode 151, April 7th, April 6th. I will be direct and tell you exactly what I want. But if you deny me once, if you deny me once, I will never ask you again. You have to say everything I say. You say yes.
That's not how marriage works.
Practice.
Honey.
Say yes.
No.
See, you said no already.
Marriage works.
I swear to God. Just say yes to everything I say, please.
Will you say yes to everything I say?
Yes.
That's a lie.
And as long as it doesn't have to do with Gucci or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, monetary. I don't talk about monetary stuff. I don't care about Gucci slides. I don't care about Dior.
I'm impressed that you're throwing these names out right now.
Or Celine. Or freaking mood rings.
Who has a mood ring?
You.
I do not
Whatever
have
that
a mood
thing
ring.
is. That
it's
ring
an
you
aura
wear.
ring.
Yeah, aura ring. Why do I have an aura ring?
I don't know. You want one?
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
I don't like that. It sends rays in your
It
body.
just sends 0 rays.
I see you sleep and you're glowing at night.
It does
with that
glow
thing.
when you're sleeping.
Those of you who don't know, show them on YouTube. She has a gold. What's it called?
It's a rose gold.
A rose gold aura ring that glows red at night when she's still.
When you sleep, it glows red.
That's how I know you're fake sleeping, when it's green.
That's not a fake.
And then because you're moving, your heart's beating.
You know what I've
something.
noticed though? Sometimes since I've been reading kind of late, that when I read, apparently my like body slows down, or heart rate, something, breathing, and it turns red when I read.
Oh, because your heart rate goes way down? Oh, that's interesting.
So I'm basically like sleeping while I'm reading.
Right. Right now it's green, but you can't see it.
It only turns green every once in a while, to get a reading.
If we're in a movie theater, it would be green.
Not the whole time.
Oh, it wouldn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just every once in a while. It takes
all
like
these
a
rings and
measurement.
Apple Watches and bullshit are scams.
It tells me a lot of info.
Everybody at swimming has those Apple Watches. Tells you what direction,
like
how many laps, everything. Yeah. Except if you kick on a kickboard, it doesn't register the kick laps.
Because your arms aren't moving.
Your arms aren't moving. Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
That is a weird one.
But yeah, these parties, I figured out now I'm going to wear plaid shorts.
Yes.
I'm wearing a white button up with a bow tie.
Blazer.
A blue blazer with a straw
hat. And a derby hat.
And some no, I don't have loafers.
You can wear, so you have like a kind of a loafer, if you will-ish looking van.
Yeah, I'll wear nice Vans, yachting.
You have a yachtish van.
But I think I'll pull off the shorts. I like that.
I know. You were real excited
jacket.
when you were like, I can wear shorts.
I'm going to dress up for this thing and wear shorts. That's fucking awesome.
Right. I think you could get away with a short.
Yeah.
Do you want to borrow a Gucci belt?
Not really. I don't understand why that would even be a deal.
Because you could look like Sandoval.
Oh, and I don't want to look like him, though. He's a goofball. But it might be kind of fun just to wear the Gucci thing.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I might do that. And ginger tuck it in there. What do you call that?
French tuck.
French tuck it.
Ginger tuck.
Or whatever.
It's gingerly tucked, I guess.
Yeah, ginger tuck. Like I meant like partially tuck.
Yes.
Ginger. Or I'll dye my
hair.
You know who
you're going to look like?
Somebody gay.
Shep.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought of that because you're shaking your leg like a man.
Oh, my God. Why am I?
That's why I was like, oh, my God, Shep.
You were doing that on the airplane. I was like, Kylie, stop. You're going to bug the guy next to us. Like, stop. You're vibrating my seat. You're going to vibrate this guy out of his seat over here. Guy's going to go nuts.
I can't help it.
I know. The vibrating leg. If you ever see Shep from Southern Charm, when he sits there, he wiggles his
leg
foot
goes
so
insane.
fast. And I love when the guys make jokes of it. Hey, you wiggling your foot enough? Or
right.
Everybody says stuff now.
Because it's intense.
Does Andy Cohen say anything about that?
He has, yes.
Like, are you wiggling your foot fast enough?
He has made comments.
Is it nervous energy?
I don't know. He does. I think he's a little ADHD.
And he can't sit still?
Yeah. So I think it's just.
Yeah. One thing I'm not is ADHD.
Correct.
I don't believe I am. I know people that are.
I don't think that you are.
It's not me.
I don't think so. I'd say no.
It's people that can't sit still and do it. Like Charlie. It's probably ADHD
probably,
a little
yes,
bit. Because he can't sit still. He got to do something every
right.
second. I always thought maybe Tanner was a little bit, but maybe he's not.
He might be more on, maybe we're like ADD side.
Yeah, I think he kind of is, but he taught himself how to yoga and meditate and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. Maybe River is. That guy never stops moving. I don't know.
That could be.
Maybe anybody. In my days, they didn't call it anything. They said you're hyperactive. And that was it.
Stop eating sugar for breakfast.
Right. Stop eating cereal. That was your cure for cereal. That was your cure for hypo. My cousin Michael. he is definitely hyperactive or something wrong with him. He never stops moving, talking, everything else. And I think when he was a kid, they probably put him on Ritalin or something like that.
Did they have that back then?
I don't know. They put him on something.
Oh, he was on something?
I think he was on something, yeah. And so we always get in trouble, and everything. Michael, no offense, I just told you a little family secret, but,
A family secret. I don't know how much of a secret it is if you don't actually know the details
I've said so much shit about Michael on this podcast.
He doesn't listen,
never
so
said,
it's fine.
He doesn't listen, so he never says anything.
Right.
And I've even told him, hey, listen to this.
We talked about you.
A couple times I said we talked about you, so listen, and he does listen, and he calls him. Or I sent him a clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've cheated and sent him a clip. Maybe I'll put this clip on YouTube, and he'll see it.
See if he sees it?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the social media.
Okay,
so my cousin Michael
on the social media
has ADD,
platform.
is hyperactive.
Just calling people out on their mental diagnoses.
Yeah, I'll diagnose him right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're hyper.
You're hyper.
The other party we're going to is Mark and Mel.
Also,
part of the Wank Gang.
School gala.
Part of my brother.
You're part of my brother.
Part of my brother.
Family?
Part
of your family.
Part of my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Invite us to their gala. All these
school
private schools.
Galas.
My kids went to fucking public school. You didn't have galas? Actually, they did.
Actually, they did.
Didn't go.
Yeah. Wow.
What's the deal?
They just they try to raise money, but you spend it to raise it. I don't get that. Anyways,
yeah, they spend more money. Actually, they do raise a lot of money. I've heard these things. Mark's school probably really raises money.
Right. Silent auction. Everyone's a sucker for a silent auction.
Yeah. But actually, Mark's school isn't private. It's a what do you call that? Charter school.
Charter school, yeah.
So it's funded by the state
and a private funding.
I thought it was funded by Mark and Mel.
It is. It might be.
Partially.
For that parking spot, it is.
Yeah.
That's a teacher's salary right there. Just joking. It's not.
All I know is I'm going to announce it right now. If my sister-in-law, Mel, wants a freaking parking spot, I am going to butt bounce any of those dumbass ladies out of the way, and so she can do the betting.
Right. The betting or the auctioning?
It's not betting. It goes kind of like betting, actually.
It is kind of like
it's a silent auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to basically bump with my ass this
people
lady,
out of the way.
And she's trying to get to the pin, and it's getting ready to close. And Mel's the last person on there, and boom, we won.
Well,
she won.
It's a good thing.
Mark won.
You got a booty bump.
Yeah. I guess I grew on my ass to bump people out. I'll just fart.
You could clear the fucking room.
Yeah. Anybody want to win the auction or their bid? Anybody want to do their bid? Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm going
to tell you right now. I don't want you to bid on anything.
I'm not going to. I've never bid on anything.
It's junk. I mean, I hate to say this, everybody. Last year or 2 years ago, as we couldn't go last year. 2 years ago, my other sister-in-law bids on this thing, and it's this kid's art of bottle caps or beer caps.
That wasn't
or
your sister-in-law.
Well, she is now.
She's your cousin-in-law.
Oh, my cousin-in-law. Well, I mean, kind of, whatever. And she bids on this thing with bottle caps.
Some kid's art.
This is the most beautiful thing. No, it's a piece of shit. They're selling it at the auction to raise money, and I get it, but it's not the most beautiful art you ever seen.
I would bid on it if it was my own kid. Maybe.
I would bid it if it was my own kid. I'd be embarrassed and bid on it to give to somebody else because I don't even want
throw it away because nobody should look at that.
I don't want I don't want that thing in my house. Sorry, kid, we sold your art at the auction. We can't hang it up.
Oh, no.
I'd buy that thing, put it in the friggin' plastic box.
What box?
The box I have with all the kids.
Can? No.
The recycle bin?
Yeah.
All those bottle caps recycle well. But anyway, they have a silent auction.
Always a silent auction.
The gala.
I mean, it goes both ways,
the gala
I think.
at Mark and Mel's school is like a fancy formal.
Oh, yeah, that's a dress up. It's like a black tie
It's
event.
not a theme one. It's like
it's
a black
theme,
tie.
It's a dress up.
Do I have to wear a bow tie to that one?
No, you can wear a tie.
I don't even need to wear a tie.
Probably don't have to, no.
I might.
Okay.
Or wear a suit.
I feel like we maybe should get you a new tie. I feel like you got rando ties.
Well, I wear all my ties in acting. They're the same ties.
I feel like they're all like ties from like
I need a new white.
I need. I'm just saying.
Look like I'm Back to the Future or something.
Right.
You know? Michael J. Fox and Back to the Future. Yeah, and you give me some suspenders too.
Those are coming back.
Are they?
Yeah. Look at Tyler Room at the wedding.
I might. Oh yeah, he did. I might need suspenders for my
Derby Day outfit.
Derby outfit.
I mean, that we can make
probably
happen.
work.
I think I have red suspenders. I'm not joking.
Oh really? That might be funny.
I think I do.
Underneath.
I think I do.
If I take my jacket off, I got the fucking suspenders on.
Don't quote. I should look at that. I'll look.
Like a spectacle. But yeah, we'll dress up for that one, and we're gonna do our podcast each because we have it back-to-back weeks, right?
Correct.
Back-to-back weeks of these galas, And so we're going to do our podcast after the gala so
then
we can talk shit about everybody. So if you don't want us talking shit about you, don't go to the gala.
Right.
Sorry. Do something good at the gala so we can brag about you, not talk shit about you.
Right.
And lady with the parking space, don't dare you try to get that parking space. I wonder if they're going to go for the parking space this year.
I know it goes back and forth. Like 1 year they bid on it, and 1 year it was like auctioned off. Like a ticket or something.
What it is the primo parking space because they got a million kids, so they don't got to wait in the parking line. They just go right up to their space that has their name on it.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, this is going to be good. And to top it all off,
what? Oh,
the party of the century
Derby
that's
De Mayo.
going to happen is Derby De Mayo.
Yes.
Kylie's birthday.
Yes.
And it's on the Kentucky Derby Day.
Right.
And it's the day before Cinco de Mayo.
Right, so it's Derby De Mayo.
Yeah, Derby De Mayo. And you can wear Kentucky Derby shit or you can wear Mexican shit.
Or you can just come as yourself.
I would wear a derby hat and a sombrero. Or no,
yeah, that's a lot of hats.
A derby hat or a sombrero, or I would wear a derby hat and a poncho.
There you go.
Yeah, I could call Marcus up, tell him wear a poncho.
There you guys can wear panchos.
Yeah, panchos.
Ponchos.
Yeah, we'll have taco bar and gin.
Mint juleps.
Yeah,
no mint juleps.
Mint juleps.
They're kind of gross.
I know, but we'll have them.
We're not going to have them.
Mint juleps and a taco bar.
How about just like a skinny marg
and
a
then
taco
later
bar?
we'll have diarrhea.
Okie doke. So we better load up on the Sherman.
If my mom comes, we'll have diarrhea.
Okay.
My mom, want me to tell you this? Oh, she's going to
You told me this. Well, here's the thing.
Should I say this on the podcast
yes.
or does she get mad?
Your mom bags on you all the time for
Call
talking.
in, Mom, if you're mad at this.
For talking about poop, diarrhea, farts, whatever. She's like, why do you talk about that? Why do you do this? And what does she talk about you for the first 10 minutes that you've talked to her in 2 days?
Okay, I'm going to say this, Kylie.
What?
There's a random lady out there who's blonde and kind of looks like me. Talks a lot.
Right.
Calls me up when she gets home from Hawaii.
Right.
It's not my mother.
You haven't talked to her in 2 days.
This is not my mother.
Haven't talked to her in 2 days.
Can I reiterate? This is not my mother. So when she calls me, I say, how was your flight? She says, oh, your father had to pull over in the Sani hut. But the Sani hut was pretty nice.
Why did he have to pull over?
Why did you have to pull over in the Sani hut? I had diarrhea. It was the worst thing I've ever had. But the Sani hut was really nice. It was really clean. I couldn't believe it.
Your dad has a girlfriend that's not your mom? That's blonde?
Oh, quiet. Quiet, everybody. Okay,
you said your dad.
No, Mom, I swear to God, I'm going to have to edit this out. She'd be so mad.
Why?
She'd be so mad. We'll have to get her on the podcast to talk about this on her. If she talks about this on her own,
I just
she
find
can
it
talk
funny
about
because she's like, you guys are gross. You talk about that. And literally, I had all these questions for you, like, how was this? How was that? And you're like, I don't know. My mom just talked to me about diarrhea the whole time.
Right. How was Hawaii? How was this?
I don't know.
Your father had to pull over.
I just know that she had diarrhea and had to stop like 5 times and told me about each rest stop. I'm like, okay, cool.
But I couldn't believe how clean it was.
Right. I mean, at least there's that.
That kind of made my day.
Now I know where you get it.
Right, right.
Like mother, like son.
All right, let's get off of this. Let's get off of this outfit. But Mom, don't eat the beans at the Derby party.
Oh boy.
No, I got to cut this out. Dan, cut all this out.
That's a lie, but it's fine.
Cut all this out. If I don't cut this out, I'm gonna get a lashing when she hears this.
You're gonna get a lashing.
Yeah.
What is your mom? Has your mom ever?
No, and then you know what she says when I do say something on the podcast that says, she goes, doesn't matter. No one listens to you guys.
Oh, well, thank you. but true.
No one listens to you guys anyway.
No one that matters. It's fine. That's fine.
That's the best. But anyway, we'll get her on here the whole story of this thing.
You want the down and dirty details of that travel experience? I don't.
I do.
You already got it.
That's true. One of these guys got it.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
430 National,
Great American Storage,
America,
and Reno Yard
for all your outdoor storage needs. You know what's kind of driving me crazy, dear? Oh, you don't have you're getting the dog.
Well,
oh my God, the dog's
eating
eating the fucking mat. Edit that out too, Dan. Oh my God, you're gonna have to edit this whole episode out.
It's fine. This is
the dog's
life.
munching her peanut butter mat, and
it's
you put
lick mat.
It's a lick mat, and she's eating the mat.
Right.
That's how good it is.
That's how bored she is. I don't know.
Oh, she just wants more peanut butter, I guess. You know what drives me crazy? You know what I hate?
No.
Hate's a large word. I don't hate
the dog.
Much. No.
Oh.
I mean, most of the time, but
okay.
Now I'm gonna hate her pretty soon. She keeps doing what she's doing. I hate the eclipse.
Why?
Everybody out there loves the eclipse. I hate it. Do you know why I hate it?
No, I have no idea why.
They make it lasts 2 seconds.
No, it lasts about 2 hours.
Bull.
I was looking it up yesterday at work because they're asking about it.
And then they got all these glasses. When I was a kid, no one ever even questioned or made anything with the eclipse.
Was there many eclipses back in your day?
I don't have any idea. Are you going to do something with this dog? Are we going to get the dog a bone or what?
She wants this mat.
I know, but you going to get her a bone or something?
You going to carry this podcast by yourself?
I'm going to carry this thing. she's in my cords and everything. It's driving me nuts. We're going to edit the whole. We're going to, scratch. We're going to scratch this whole freaking podcast because of this dog. No. And my mom. But no, I hate the eclipse because it's on the news every second, and people are actually traveling to see this and clogging up the freeways and wearing these stupid glasses. I swear I've looked at the eclipse anyway. When I've looked straight up at the eclipse in the glasses, you can look in regular glasses. People say you can't, but I have. But it's so much news on this whole thing. I've looked at the eclipse in regular glasses. It's fine.
It's not fine.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
They just tried. I just saying they're trying to sell all this
shit. No. I, as an eye care professional, can tell you it is not okay to look at the eclipse. I have seen people with burn spots in their retina.
From looking at the eclipse?
Yes.
And they come in?
Yes. You can go permanently. You can get a permanent blind spot.
If you just squint your eyes and look up at it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's what what it does.
Oh, well, they're selling all these fucking glasses and non-stop news. I'm addicted to the news. I get it.
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're
you are.
non-stop news about the eclipse.
Although by the time this comes out, it'll be too late. So I hope y'all wear your glasses.
Yeah, wear your glasses. The eclipse is over.
Right. So hopefully you're not coming in to see me because you have a blind spot.
Right.
And by the way, there's nothing that can be done if you do.
Really?
Permanently damaged.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep. It's called solar retinopathy. Look it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, dear.
Yes, darling. So you're not going to watch the eclipse. That's what you're telling me?
Nope. I don't care when it is. I'm not watching it.
Here in Reno, we only get a 35% coverage.
Yeah, I saw that because it's all back east kind of.
No, it's like Texas.
Nashville.
Well, it starts in
up
Texas,
to Maine,
yeah.
And ends in Maine kind of type thing.
And we will only get a 35%.
Oh, okay.
With the...
Well, people are driving there camping out, like high-fiving. It's like friggin' Burning Man.
There are some people that follow eclipses. It's a thing.
Oh.
Like around the world.
A total eclipse?
Yeah, so they'll follow them. But yes.
Total eclipse.
Then I was looking up, and the next solar eclipse isn't for a long time. But there's 3 lunar eclipses in the next year.
Yeah, the last solar eclipse was...
It's thinking it comes every couple of years.
Like in 74 or something like that?
No, there was a solar... No.
1974?
There was a solar eclipse a couple of years ago.
Oh. Well, there was an earthquake in New York.
Let's go to the natural thing.
There was an earthquake in New York. The last one was 140 years ago.
I know. So. I was highly irritated because my Today Show got interrupted for a special report, and I was like, oh, God, now what? Because usually they interrupt it for something extremely stupid. And they're like, there was an earthquake in New York. And I'm like, oh. But it was only a 4.7. So I'm like, well, that's stupid. It's a 4.7.
Yeah, it's nothing. For us out here, that's nothing. But
then they were talking about it, why I obviously didn't listen to all of it because they were like, for you on the West Coast, that seems like nothing. But they're like, back here, it's a lot. And I was like, well, that's true.
Right. I want to recap on something. What? And I want to talk a little bit about something because the game's playing right now. We watched the first half, the NCAA, the NCAA tournament. But in all reality, this year, nobody gives a shit about the NCAA boys tournament. The women are taking over. This chick, Caitlin Clark.
It is true. I'm going to be, I think I said this last week.
And she's not even, she's not lesbian.
I did not even know that they had one for the women's. I think I might have admitted that last week.
Yeah, we talked about that, I think. But
so I'm like, what?
This girl that everybody likes, and she's going pro, and people are even offering her ice cubes, offering her more money for other leagues and stuff like that.
I didn't even know there was other leagues.
Yeah, neither did I.
Okay.
But anyway, if you watch it though, she is very good.
Yes,
really good.
I have seen some clips.
Charismatic, I guess, and everything else. And people are just obsessed with her. But she backs it up because she's so good.
Right.
But I seen her dressed. On the court, she looks like any other basketball player.
Right.
But I seen her all dressed up, and she's all dolled up. She looked pretty dang good.
Okay, great.
A nice body on her and everything. I mean, I'm saying, you think of this gangly basketball player and everything.
Right.
I'm sure she's tall, but
I would assume
must be like 6 foot tall, maybe.
Ooh,
Probably.
we should
I'm
look up her
guessing. I have no idea, but anyway, they're in the finals now.
Yes, they
and
are.
Tomorrow I'm going to watch that.
Tomorrow is the finals.
Tomorrow I'm actually going to watch that, and I'm actually more excited to watch that than the men's. The men's is playing now, but I don't.
That's the Final Four is playing now. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the only thing I have to say about the NC.
I'm just excited because I participated in my work bracket and I'm winning.
I think you pretty much won. If Purdue wins here, you win.
I'm pretty sure that I've got it in the bag.
Your boss is gonna love that.
He is a little irritated already because
he's kind of a sports guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, I can't take full credit. I did not fully pick my bracket on my own.
Who cares how you do it? Your dad helped you, so what?
Right.
That's perfect. NCAA swimmers now. There's that girl Riley, whatever, that got beat by the girl that
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson that had the what did she transitioned?
Leah Dick Thompson.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Does she have a wiener? Does she have a wiener? I think she does. But you know what? So I get.
I'm sorry. That was mean.
Whatever. I mean, you can say it. But now, all the girls in college swimming are wearing suits like they say USC, whatever. You know,
whatever their team
is. And then on the crotch, on the moles Venus, whatever you want to call that
the moles,
area, moles Venus, on that area says not a dude.
I mean, I don't blame
them.
All
the girls are wearing it.
I would be
suit.
so frustrated if I were in their suits, if you will.
And we're not going to get into all this transition.
Right.
So we're going to do it. But,
I would be irritated.
Caitlyn Jenner
agrees.
Is on. I see her on the news all the time. Yeah, and she says it's wrong because it's not fair.
Well, because she was a professional athlete and understands that just there's a genetic makeup that's differently when a full grown man changes.
Grown ass man.
Because he did or she did. She went through full puberty, was a man.
Well, she was like 400th in the world, and then she won.
And then starts competing. Yes, there's not as much testosterone, but starts competing with women. Like there's a body makeup that a woman can't have, and that's scientifically proven.
Yeah,
and so.
I mean, we can talk about this all day long, and people will agree with us and disagree with us. I don't care. But these girls are wearing swimsuits saying not a dude because they're not dudes.
I don't blame them.
And prove it type thing, you know?
Like I can do this without having to.
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's funny. I keep seeing them
I think
all
it
these.
Is too. I think
like everybody's wearing these now. Like it's like the typical college suit now. Everybody's wearing. I don't know if they wear them in meets, but it looks like it. And
don't blame them.
I think this dog is farting. I smell a fart.
Peanut butter.
I know. Edit that out too. Edit this whole freaking podcast out.
This is life, man. This is life with Eric. This is like my life right
here. Life with Eric smells like a big fat dog fart. That's what it smells like right now. If you want to really know,
we'll have a conversation, and all of a sudden you tell me it smells. This is my life.
That's true.
Somebody is ripping it constantly.
I know. The other exciting thing I've been waiting to talk about this, and people might care or don't care, but Major League Baseball fired up.
Yeah, it was opening week. I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, April 1st, roughly. Fine. Yeah, it's like a little bit before April 1st. But did you know what it cost to park at Dodger Stadium?
Absolutely not.
So I have a friend that went to Disneyland and then to a Dodger game.
Okay.
So Disneyland, what do you think it costs to park your car at Disneyland?
Oh my God.
I mean, just take a guess.
$75.
Oh my God, no, $36.
Oh, okay.
So $36. So he says that's nothing. I went to the Dodger game. Cost $50 to park your car.
What?
It used to be like $25 like a year ago.
I think because there's like no parking in LA.
Well, they signed that Japanese player for like $1 billion.
Yeah, they got to make up some money.
They're making it up in parking. But all these baseball players, and not the Japanese guy that's real famous. He's still a clean cut.
Oh, okay.
It used to be a time.
Oh, you had like a dress code.
Yeah, you had a dress code. Your hair had to be short.
Your hair had to be short. I think you could only have maybe a mustache, no beard.
Yeah, if you're on the Yankees,
there was
like
a facial hair thing. Because my dad played baseball back in the 70s.
Yeah,
and he had like,
and it was known as a neat and clean sport.
Yeah, he had to. I think he had a beard and had to shave it.
Yeah,
and
if you look back at the old baseball pictures, they are neat and clean.
Yes,
I
think they had a mustache. I think they were allowed a mustache.
I don't even see mustaches.
I think they were allowed a mustache.
Maybe in the 70s.
Yeah,
but anyway, they're neat and clean. Today's baseball players, and they're so good. And maybe they feel that they can't tell them how to dress because it's against.
Can they tell them
morals.
to wash their hair?
I know.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they have these long ass hair to their shoulders or longer and greasy.
Oh.
And it's like a mullet because their hat makes it look like a mullet if it's not a mullet. And then,
I mean, wouldn't you want to have just like a short haircut if you're wearing a hat all day?
And the hair's
it gets itchy under there. It gets itchy.
And you're sweating.
It's sweaty on your neck. Like,
it's just like it seems like you'd want short hair, but they all have long hair.
And
I got longer hair too. I guess it would stick out of my hat.
You do. I would not call your hair longer.
Yeah, not like it's way longer.
You can't put a ponytail in that thing.
I also don't play baseball. And then some of these guys have beards, but they're not groomed.
Right.
They're just shaggy, haggardy.
Like, I don't understand it.
Like, and you know what? It doesn't matter. They're going to get hot chicks and everything
because
and wives and everything
because
they're baseball players. Or do they play the bass guitar? Is that what you mean? So they're a
I said
bass player. If they're a bass player,
they look like a bass player.
They look like a bass player, yeah. But and then the other thing they have, but they just look so messy.
It is messy.
Some guys are neat.
You know what's weird is they won't let them chew tobacco, but they're like, you can grow your scroungy, gross ass hair out as long as you want. It's fine.
Right.
Also, I don't understand why they all have like big chain necklaces. You're running around the bases. You're going to choke yourself out, knock a tooth out, do something.
Yeah, and like in college and stuff, I know they don't let them do that, but they have earrings in their helmets, and they have like huge rope
chains,
like thick gold chains.
Like, how is that not like a problem, a concern, a health concern?
I think they just felt that they should.
They're like, fine, choke yourself out, brust a tooth. We don't give a shit.
Yeah,
we're sick of fighting you.
I mean, you don't hear anything happening.
Well, they're probably not gonna.
Like, I know, but I don't hear anything. Some guy, got his neck ripped off from his chain. Or
I mean, they don't usually grab a neck, but like, I think I wear a small, dainty chain with a small charm on it, and I've had that thing whack me in the tooth before.
Right.
And I'm like, shit, I'm going to break a tooth off of this little baby thing.
Mm-hmm. And if you get that pulled and ripped off your neck,
you can't tell me one of those guys that had one of those diamond cross necklaces smack them in the face while they're running around the bases, sliding into home.
Yeah, like head first.
A catcher could very easily snag a necklace.
Easily.
While they're trying to swipe.
Or a second baseman.
Yeah. This is like a health hazard. Cheerleaders can't wear earrings. Why can't a baseball player wear a necklace?
Are you all fired up about this?
Apparently became.
I'm like, oh my God.
I just became very fired up about it.
Shot out of a cannon about this.
Bullshit.
But you know what I like? One of the things I like about the baseball?
What?
Is I like the San Diego Padres party uniforms.
Is it called a party uniform?
No, I made that up.
Oh, it's not called that. I know what it's called.
It's called a Fiesta.
No.
It's like a throwback to Miami or something.
No, that's Miami's.
Or the culture.
Florida's.
It's cultural.
It's for their cultural, yeah.
But is South America or is Spanish or Miami? I think it's Cuban or
okay. San Diego's in California, my friend.
I know where San Diego is, but
not Miami.
But what are they celebrating? Miami?
No,
it looks
it's a cultural.
like Miami.
No, they're
South America.
They literally border Mexico.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, their colors are not Mexico. The colors look like Miami.
I think that Florida's team has a thing like that as well. It's like it's a heritage thing.
If you want to go look at the Padres Friday
night.
They
are very fun. They wear them on Friday night home games.
I think they just wear more. They're great.
I think they're fun. They're like pink and green and white. It's fun.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. But anyway, baseball is fired up. You can be a slob or not.
I love baseball. It's probably, if I had to pick a professional sport, it would be
like
baseball.
The most? Yeah.
But there's so many teams and so many games, and I don't have a team I follow. Yeah. So it's real
they play
hard.
30 preseason games, 20-something.
For me to pay attention.
And then they pay 160 or something regular season
through the season. Yeah,
and then the playoffs.
Right. I can't pay attention during the season.
Yeah, that's insane,
but
right?
I love playoffs, and I love the World Series.
I do like in the playoffs. And I do like.
I do get invested then.
Yeah. So that's good, and we do go to a couple like Aces games a year.
Only because my work makes us.
Right.
I don't know if we've gone. Oh, we can go once voluntarily with Janine.
And it's free.
And Brandon. Right.
But this year, check your baseball games out. Bring your take an Uber actually, you can't even take an Uber to the Dodger game because they surged the prices. It probably cost you $100 each way or something. When you take
for sure. You could take public transit though. I'm sure there's a bus or a subway that goes there.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody do that then.
The subway, I mean, I haven't ridden the subway in LA in a good 15 years.
Right.
But it was kind of fun.
If I had to take the subway in LA, I would seriously guzzle a bottle of Juicy Tits vodka. Honey, guess what time it is?
Happy hour?
Yep, I made your favorite Juicy Tits vodka cocktail.
Fantastic. Thanks, babe. Love you.
And I love you. And your Juicy Tits.
Go to JuicyTitsVodka.com to get your own bottle of Juicy Tits, where life is the party.
Where life
Have
is
you
the
never
party.
taken the LA subway?
I never have, no.
Oh, it was kind of fun.
River was down there
it's
just
kinda
doing
handy.
the shirt. He took the buses. He said it was fine.
I've never taken the LA. I've taken the San Francisco bus.
Oh, okay. That's
Oakland
good.
to San Francisco.
Whoa, that's Oakland to San Francisco. You're asking to
farting, you're right.
You're at, can't even breathe in this podcast.
Right.
Give me some oxygen.
Yipes.
Jeez
that was
Louise.
a little rough. But it was kind of fun. I don't know if I do. I mean, subways are.
When you're young.
I've had a handful of different towns of subways.
When you're young
I
and
took the
everything
DC
else.
subway once too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Then a little DC, New York, LA. I like to hit up a subway.
Yeah.
Not sandwich shop either. No to that.
All right. With all this sports now, NCAA and everything else, and all these kids have iPhones now.
I saw this
There's a big
on something. Was it the Today Show or what you were watching?
I don't know. I made a note of it, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Kids are betting online now because they're scamming their way in. I am 21.
They're giving like
whatever.
a fake birthday.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they're starting to bet online, but I mean,
there's
like ramifications, man, when you bet that much money online.
Well, no, and that's kind of what they're saying is these kids are betting all this money and losing all this money, and there's like a problem.
Yeah, when you get high school kids betting on sports,
right?
Because everybody knows that happens. End up in Gamblers Anonymous or whatever.
Right. Well, I kind of go with this younger generation does not understand a consequence. They don't see a consequence, and most of them not in their homes, not at schools. There's they can do all this shit and nothing happens. So they think that, and I think that they don't really think money's real because they don't earn it. They get it from their parents. They don't actually see hard cash. They just get it deposited into their app. And so they're like,
they don't feel the money.
I just bounce it from this app to that app and it's fine. And if I lose it, I'll ask for more.
Yeah. You gotta create
so it's like
more by just asking
they don't understand the ramifications that come with.
Yeah. And get me wrong, it's not all kids out there.
It's not all kids. I'm generalizing.
My kids are pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'm generalizing.
But generalizing it, a lot of kids, like right now, the rents are so high out there and the home prices are so high. A lot of kids are moving back home, say after college, or they're moving back home early.
I do feel bad because the rent, everything is extremely high right now.
And I actually don't mind, like, if a kid were to move back home and do that. I mean, that's what they do in Mexico and stuff. They all live, the families all live together.
Multi-generational housings.
But do you make your kids, if they move, say your kid's like 23, 24 years old, they come back home, do you make them pay rent?
I feel like it's circumstantial. If your kid, if your kid's working hard, saving money, you see it.
Like saving money to get out.
Yes, or see, I want to buy a house, or they're working and saving towards a goal. I think it's fine. If your kid's sitting at home watching Netflix,
right,
like fucking around, being a douche,
don't have a job.
Yes, that it's a motivation to either get them out or to get them going in life.
Do you think you should, no matter what, charge them maybe a modest rent and save that money if they're doing good?
I was going to say, I do agree with that. Like we're charging you $150 a month. And
$300 a month,
whatever.
$150.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I know inflation's using $300, and you put it away, whatever, and give it to them when they're done.
Then that sounds pretty good.
I think it depends. If you can see they're working hard, they're saving, they're not frivolously spending. You can see it when they live at home. You know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Great, they're fine. If they're kind of they feel like you're taking advantage of the situation a little, start charging them rent. Again, I'm all for the save it for them and pay them, give it back later.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, a lot of parents, they feel guilty with charging them rent or whatnot. But I
don't think you should.
Yeah, I mean they think it's time that you got, because they got to get out in the real world, and you're doing a lot cheaper than they could.
I moved home after my divorce, moved in with a dog, and my parents did not charge me rent. But and they would actually make me dinner and stuff too. But
jeez,
if I would go to the store and get stuff. I paid for everything for the dog. I think they kind of liked having me home though, so they did not charge me anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if your parents want you there and they don't care.
I was helpful though. I cleaned. I did dishes. I cleaned the house.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Hung out.
You know what else is going on? A lot of couples, they're in their 30s, let's say, because a lot of couples aren't having kids now till they're 30.
Yeah, that's pretty norm. Yeah,
roughly or over 30.
Yeah, there was a surge of. I kind of feel like it's starting to push back a little.
Well, I think that's pushing back a little bit. And what else is pushing is kind of weird. People are saying all these women in the workplace and all this stuff. A lot of these young mothers are now staying home with the kids and being homemakers.
I want to say, for the record, I literally said this 5 to 10 years ago. We are going to go back to like the 50s where there are homemakers. The guy works, brings home the bacon, and the woman stays home.
Yeah. It's not such a bad deal.
There's a handful of women, yes, that want to go out there and forge the world. And if you want to do that, do it. But I feel like the women that wanted to do that, like, raise their voices, made a stink. And then everyone was like, yeah, I got to work. Now it's back like, why the hell are we working? I don't want to work. I want to be at home.
Right.
I really don't want to go to work every day and then come home and then make dinner and then take care of my kid.
Right.
Like, I'd rather just stay at home and do all of this and go to bed at a decent time, and I'll probably like my husband more.
Yeah, but I've been noticing that, like, just because I listen to all these talk shows and whatnot, that a lot of moms are staying home.
I mean, the only downfall now is, like, everything is really expensive, so now most moms have to work.
Right.
But
it's trending the other way.
I said it was going to go back. It
Unless
sounds great.
Unless they're staying at home and they move back to their parents.
Right. That also could happen.
It'll backfire a little bit there. That probably happens a lot, too.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Working's not great. If I could stay home every day, I would. Sorry.
Well, don't let your boss hear that.
Oh, I would tell him that to his face. Don't worry.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Right. Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by Petrilla Concrete Construction and doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get those from Aisla Mueller, and her handle at Insta is at This Essential Life. Last week on the podcast, I wanted to read. Do you have your phone?
Oh, shit, no.
Oh, you don't have your phone?
I can go grab it.
Damn it. Go grab it. Last week on the podcast, once in a while, we'll get nice messages from listeners, and I really like this one I got, and so I wanted Kylie to read it. And because, you don't know if your people are, you get a lot of shitty comments, and you get a lot of one-liners and whatnot like this, but sometimes it was in your back pocket, and sometimes you make people's day. And so Kylie's going to read this. The other thing is we've been getting a lot of views on our YouTube shorts, especially the one when Kylie wiped the booger on my back.
I did not.
Well, whatever. It was
I found a booger on your back.
Oh, found one just sitting on my back. It was very popular, though. But here's the just read the message, the text that I got. Let's don't say who it's from. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Read the message, and I liked it. Here we go.
Hey, Eric, just in case people don't tell you enough good things about your podcast, I had a complete shit morning with the kids, and when I finally dropped them off at school, I was so thankful I had your podcast to turn on and could decompress and check into something light and random and funny. Your podcast is saving my sanity one episode at a time.
Yay. I wish that would catch on and more people. Yeah. Because it would be nice.
Guys.
Yeah, we're funny. And so so if you like this podcast, rate us a 5, follow us, and subscribe. If you share us with a friend, it really helps and make them listen. You can
save the sanity of your friends.
Yeah, you can go on Apple Podcasts and click copy episode and send them the whole episode.
Ooh, there you go.
Or Spotify. I really only we're on a bunch of different platforms, but I really only talk about Apple Podcasts and
I kind of feel like those are the main.
It seems like Spotify is the most, but the older crowd or whatever will listen on,
what?
Apple Podcast.
Oh.
But anyway, dear, this has been an interesting podcast. We're going to have to edit so much stuff out. I don't even know where to start.
Or we just let it go.
Or we just let it ride and take our licks as we go.
As we were talking about earlier, let's have some consequences. Let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of lashing you get from your mom.
We might get a little bit. I'll call her.
Pre-warn her?
Yeah, I'll call her. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, dear, guess what? It's that time. Last call. Who will we cheers today?
We did not cheers to last week, or AKA thanks last week, to the people that took care of Miss Nora Jones when we were gone for 10 days.
All the people that took care of our dog.
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
It takes a village to raise a dog.
You know what? In the old days, we didn't have a dog.
I'm like, what old day?
It was so easy.
For 2 years,
and we just
a year and a
leave the
half,
house.
we didn't have a dog.
We just leave the house. We don't worry about anybody watching the dog.
Right.
We have nobody. Now we never get our dog. This is the last dog we get. Mark my words.
Last big dog. I can't guarantee a smaller one.
Oh, no lap dog. No dog. Get a stuffed animal. You don't have to feed it or water or get a dog sitter.
You're going to have dementia, so it'll just tell you it's a stuffed animal.
But anyway, who are we cheers to? Who are these dog sitters, dear?
Well, my mom and dad for the first few days, and then Atna for coming back.
Yep, Atna. I wonder if Atna read Nora's chart.
I know. She's
looking at her paws.
I know. She's like,
let's see your paw lines,
she's a Leo.
dogs. Yeah, you're a Leo.
She is a Leo.
Is she a Leo?
She's
Was her
a Leo.
August 20th?
Yep. 21st.
Oh, 21st. So yes.
She's real close to the cut.
She's not a Leo.
She's 3 days away.
When's the cutoff?
23rd. 24th is a
didn't know that.
Virgo. She's a Leo. I thought she was going to be a Virgo, but she's not.
Doesn't really matter in a dog, I don't think, anyway.
Maybe.
Does it?
Well, they say that I know that Leos have their thing as like hair. And so she was biting her tail and no hair.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's coming back white. She's got weird hair stuff.
This is interesting, dog. That's a whole nother episode for people who don't want to hear that.
the astrological chart of the dog.
Right. Subscribe or follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast, or just go to our website at lifewitheric.com.
Did you forget that?
I was going to say www, but I thought, what a retard. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Edit that out. Forget it. If you say that word on a flip like that, on a whim, it's not that bad.
It was in your head because you listened to Jackie Schimmel's episode, and she kept throwing it out like every 30 seconds.
Right.
And we were talking about it,
it's in my head.
It's stuck in your head.
I got to stop doing that.
I know. I was like, I don't know the last time you've actually said that.
Podcast Dan wouldn't stop saying it. I'm like, it's burning my ears, dude. It's burning my ears. But anyway, okay, dear. Go ahead.
Don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into my life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Love you, baby.
Love you.